Welcome back to another episode of Kid Talk plus Mom Thoughts, a family chat with Alex and Maurice.
Today we're talking about all the fun things we did for Halloween and also about a very special celebration from Mom's country, Mexico, called Dia los Muertos, or the Day of the Dead.
That's right, guys. Today we're going to be talking about Halloween and the Day of the Dead. Both celebrations are full of colors, costumes, and creativity, but they mean very different things. So what do you guys think if we start with Halloween, talking about what we did on Halloween?
Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay, let's start. So, first of all, what did you guys dress up this year for Halloween, guys?
I dressed up as like a headless horseman.
Okay, what about you, Alex?
I dressed up as a Green Reaper.
And what made you decide to choose that costume this year? Because last year, what did you dress up for Halloween last year, if you guys remember?
I don't know.
I remember mine and Alex's. Ours was a Minecraft creeper and I was Deadpool.
Oh, yeah. Do you remember that, Alex?
Yes.
A little bit.
A little bit, obviously.
Obviously. So this year, guys, we make it a little bit different because, of course, last year we went to like a specific Halloween party for children, and this one was the Smile Bar. But today, not today, sorry. This Halloween, I checked that they had an event at the Zone. Where it was again Halloween party, so I felt like it was gonna be different, different for us to experience. Well, not for us, but for you guys to experience. So what do you guys think about the event at the Zone? Do you guys like it? What do you think of it?
I loved it because if you get inside there, you sit in the carpet, and then the person says we're gonna do tick. They're like these two men that are going to take you, and there's one that wears like a skeleton mask and one that wears like a bloody shirt, and when they give you 20 seconds to hide, you hide, and if you get tigged, then that means you have to help find other people and tig them until everyone's been tigged, and if no one has been tigged yet, then it's the end of the game.
So I feel like it was full of like not creativity, but full of things to do, like they created, as you say, games, and then you guys went like sort of to do like a disco dance or stuff like that. What about you, Alex? What do you like about this Halloween party?
I liked that so first they were playing like a scary Halloween thing, so you have to go around and scare people. So I was with my brother and I was going to the slide, and the men with the skull mask, the skeleton mask, came to me and said, "Do you have a card?" And I said no. So he said, "Go to the slide," and I went to the slide.
Yeah, I remember that they were talking about cards. What was the card about?
I don't even know, because we remember, Mommy, we came late, and after we went with they were saying about catching some bats, and the skeleton guy, we didn't realize Alex me went up that stairs thing, but it's like a bounty stairs. You go up it, and Alex went to that section where you go like around a maze thing, and when I went around that section, the man showed up, and Alex went screaming and saying, "Did you have a card?" And he said no, and after he said, "Go down the slide."
But when you go down the slide, what were you supposed to do?
Nothing, just go down slide.
Okay. Well, so I mean, Alex, tell me what was the thing apart from that? What else did you like about it?
I like the disco dance.
Yeah, that was fun. I remember, because of course this is for children, right? So I was just sitting on, like, waiting for you guys. And at some point, I remember that when they were doing that game about chasing, like if they touch or something like that. There was a game happening, and then I remember that some of the guys turned off the lights. Oh, so yeah. They were like, it's in the Zone, for people that don't know, it's a indoor playground, and it's all the children were inside the playground, and the guy turned off the light for like 3 seconds, and suddenly I hear all the children shouting, ah, ah, and then again they turn on the lights, and maybe 5 minutes later they did the same. They turn it off, and again they turn it on. So it was quite. I just saw you guys running all over the place, having fun, and that was the main thing for me. I always like when you guys are having fun and experiencing new things. Do you guys remember the Halloween party of last year at the Smile Bar by any chance?
Yeah, so when we went through the entrance into the party, there was like this woman that gave me and my brother Alex like a gift bag, but it was a Halloween gift bag, and inside it was some crisps and chips and some chocolate and things. And when there was like a party going on, and when you go, you have to dance. If you win a prize. My brother was picked for really good dancing, and he won a prize. It was like a pink treat that you can eat in your mouth, and it's like it tastes a little like bubble gum, but it's not bubble gum. And when we did that, there was like a spider hunt. We had to hunt for spiders, and there was like this big ginormous tarantula spider toy that there was, and we had to find it. And there was tiny toy tarantulas, and they were really tiny. We had to find them. Me and my brother unfortunately didn't find a big spider, but it was really fun.
Talking about the spider, we still have those spiders, guys, like from last year. And I remember something funny. I think it was like maybe 3 months ago. That spider was literally, you guys, your room, guys, was a mess, by the way. So that spider was like on the carpet. So I was just doing something. I went to your room. I don't remember for what reason I went to your room. I went to your room, and suddenly I see that spider, but of course, I saw it from afar. So when you see it from afar, you actually think it's a real spider. So I freaked out and I shouted, and then I realized that it was just a fake spider. And I was like, oh my God, we need to get rid of this. I didn't throw it away, by the way. It's still there in your room. But what about you, Alexander? What do you remember the Halloween party at the Smile Bar from last year?
No.
No. Well, I do remember a little bit. And I feel that, of course, the space from the Smile Bar compared to the zone is a bigger space. And the Smile Bar, I think it was nice for children, like, on the six and below. Because you could see like 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, and you couldn't see children your age. And I know that you guys have fun, but I felt like, oh my God, we need to... next year, meaning this year, we needed to go to something where it was more age appropriate. So when we went to the zone, I was hoping and praying that it was actually gonna be for your age, like more dynamic games and things like that, which I think that happened. Now you guys play for a bit in the indoor playground, and at some point they took all the children. By the way, this was a private event because nobody apart from the people that pay for the Halloween party, like to attend the Halloween event, nobody else was allowed to come in. So that was good as well. So at some point the organizers called all the children, and they took them to this sort of like a room.
Is it the room where there was like snacks and things?
Yeah, like a food stuff.
Oh yeah.
Alex, what do you like about? Did you like the food that they offer, or you didn't?
I only like the pizza and the chips and the crisps.
They didn't give ice cream, did they?
No.
No. Do you know why I was thinking about ice cream? Because when you guys had your birthday party at the zone, remember? They gave ice cream, didn't they?
Yeah, that's only for like birthdays. Because remember last time we went to the zone?
Yeah.
For the thing, they never gave us ice cream that time. But when it was me and one of our birthdays, they did give ice cream. So it was like a reward or something, I think.
Yeah. That's why maybe I was thinking about the ice cream. And then I noticed that so you guys finished eating, and then they took us upstairs to another room, and that's where you guys started dancing and stuff like that.
Before you continue, can I just tell you when we got those spiders? There was one day, like a few months ago, that my brother Alex put a spider on the floor. He dropped it accidentally because he was playing with them. Then I came into our room, and I saw a spider. I picked it up, and when I picked it up, I saw another spider behind me, and I got scared because I thought it was an actual spider.
I mean, it happened to you the same thing that happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
So going back, so they took us upstairs. I've never been upstairs, by the way. I always been just, in on the area that everybody is in their playground and stuff like that. So they took us upstairs to this big room, full of mirrors and stuff like that, and they start having like activities there. Do you guys remember, Alexander? What do you remember about the activities that you guys did?
We were doing like an activity when they like say you have to dance, and then when they stop the music you have to go to a color, and if they pick the color you lose. The same color as you in.
And then what else, guys? What do you like about that? Eve?
I liked about that me and my brother survived it, because if you see, me and my brother got lucky because we saw a pattern to it. So when the yellow team got eliminated, the yellow team, they didn't do the yellow team again. They did a different team. So we went to the other teams that they already eliminated. So we went back to them, and then we survived it. Me and my brother.
Yeah, there was also another one that at some point after they did that, they were doing like create your own mummy.
Oh yeah, so you have to put some tissue on someone, and they'll be chosen, and you have to put tissue on them so they look like an actual mummy. And then after the parents that were there on top have to like so one of the people in the group. There was like this woman that says who did the best mummy, and after they like put their hand up or something, and the other team won.
Yeah, it was we had to vote. Yeah, all the parents had to vote about it. And why do you guys? By the way, I noticed that you guys, when they were trying to do that, the two women that were organizing that event, they say who wants to nominate themselves to be the mummy, but you guys didn't nominate yourselves. Why?
I don't want to be a mummy.
What about you, Alex?
I hate being a mummy because mummies are like, I hate mummies. They're like covered in tissue paper. And you also use tissue for toilet, like when you go to the toilet.
So you were worried that it was like use tissue.
Before you continue, do you know that I didn't want to nominate myself too as well, because if we had a different kind of tissue paper, like where we put like coffee on it, it'll look like an actual mummy, because mummies don't have like white, like a white body. They have like a sign of like a coffee, or like if you spill coffee on some tissue, yeah, it'll look like that.
You mean like brownish sort of color, brownish, yellowish sort of color?
Yeah.
Yeah, they should have put something like, to make it more creative, use more materials and stuff like that.
They might even paint it. It would be better if you paint it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it might actually take longer for painting. But if you pour something on it, you have to make sure it's not too hot. Because if it's too hot, so there'll just be a hole inside it.
I know that it will take, the painting, as Alexander said, it will take longer. Well, you say it will take longer, but the painting is a good idea. Because at the end of the day, you are having an event where you have to be creative. So why not just your full creativity? Use colors, use like, whatever, like tissue, use like, what else can you use for a mummy? If they would say to you, Alexander, what materials do you need for you to create your mummy? What materials would you say you need?
Wipes and paint.
What sort of paint? Like spray paint? Oh, spray paint would even like dry faster.
And
Yes,
also,
spray paint is spray paint.
And also if you paint like something, it sometimes if you paint like tissue paper or something, sometimes it gets too wet that it puts there's a hole inside it.
Yeah, 100%.
So that it will be spray painting will be better because it never usually puts holes inside it because it's just like a toxic thing that comes out and just sprays.
A toxic. I mean, but at the end of the day, if you put a lot of spray as well, it will break the tissue, because don't you think?
Yes.
So, yeah. So what if they were saying, Maurice, what materials do you need to create your mummy? What would you say, or what would you choose?
So I would just find a place in my house, and make sure it's not anyone's property, and just put I'm just gonna stick some tissue paper to make it look like a mummy, and use a spray painter and spray it, and when and it won't take long because the spray paint might go on the floor, so it might be better if it goes just on like a wall instead, and after you become faster and realistic.
I love you guys' ideas. You guys are super creative. So now, I know you, Alex, don't remember so much about the event from last year. However, if you compare this Halloween event to the last year event, which one would you choose?
I might choose this year event.
The zone one.
This one was way better because it was age appropriate, and there was these parents that thought, oh, maybe it's not really age appropriate, maybe it's for kids, like little kids. And there was like a little boy that came, and the man scared him too much that he went crying.
Oh no, really?
Yes.
I don't know why I'm laughing, but I feel bad for it. It was the little boy.
So did Alex. Alex got scared but did not cry.
No, but it's different. Like, if somebody comes, like, realistically, if I'm playing around and somebody comes and, like, out of the blue, pops in, I will get scared. That's normal. But I feel like for children under 5 or something like that, it will actually scare them so much to the point of crying. It's different, What about you?
Like 6 kids got scared and cried.
6, yeah.
There were lots of little kids there, but they were like kids that grown up, like 10, 11, 9 or something.
Yeah, which is a little bit older, yeah. Something that, when you say 9, 10, 11, that's like the age where children will, they will get scared, but they will handle it.
I didn't get scared at all. There's only one time I got scared because the man was coming down from that place with the net. So me and Alice ran. So Alex had to go through that spinny thing, and he took so long that I literally had to push him through it because it was taking him too long. So I had to jump. So he couldn't catch me, and I literally survived.
Did he actually push you?
Yes, he pushed me a lot.
Oh my god. What about you, Alex? Do you prefer this event or the event from last year?
I prefer this event because this event was like a little bit more like inappropriate for me. It was a bit inappropriate, but it was like, cause this event was like a little bit of bravery, cause some people get scared and they don't have bravery.
Yeah, I mean, it's going back to the point, like, so some children, if they are 6 or something, they will actually think it's real, isn't it? But you are just at the age when like, oh my god, this person is just wearing a mask, this is just a normal person, like just wearing a costume. So that's the difference. Of course you're gonna get scared because if you are distracted playing and everything, and then suddenly somebody pops in like, wow, of course you're gonna get scared, but then you will be like, okay, whatever, it's an adult dressed in in this funny costume. Don't you think?
There's only one time I got scared. A second time I got scared as well is when I saw Alex. Alex was super scared that he ran off and left me. So I had to run for my life. The man was chasing me. I had to run for my life. I nearly got and he nearly got me. So I was literally behind that place where he climbed through the stairs thing, and he was just right there. Like, imagine like someone's opening the door and after they come in straight away and just chasing you everywhere like that.
I'm talking about that point. I see, because you know me. I always say stick together, like don't leave your brother behind. If something's happening, just come and tell mommy and daddy right away. But did I see you without your brother, or did I see you?
You saw me without Maurice, because I was telling Maurice to go this way, but he wasn't going that way. So I wanted him to go this way, but he was just going the other way. So I had to leave him.
So when I saw you, I said, Alexander, come here. And I said, where is your brother? And you said, like, I don't know. And I said, go and find him. And then they were like, how many children do you think? Like
maybe 200.
No, that would be too much.
They look like 200. There had to be 200. There were lots of people there. I couldn't even find Alex because everyone was literally, there was like a crowd of people everywhere.
Yeah, that's why I was freaking out, because I said, like, you guys need to stick together, because God forbid something happen. I know that you guys are gonna be shouting at, like making noise or something for me to kind of go and do what I have to do, rescue or whatever. So I was like, Alexander, go back. And then he's just like, okay. And then you run back inside the playground. But they were like, in my opinion, they were like 50 children, which that's still quite a lot of children. How many children do you think there was in the event, Alex?
I think it was 50. But by the way, I left him because of him. So it's Morris's fault, because I told him to come this way. He didn't even listen, so I had to leave him.
That is true.
Because I was about to be tugged.
That is true, but he actually just I told him to come this way. He said okay, but then the man came and he said come this way, and I said what? And after he said come this way, and I couldn't hear him, and he just ran off, and so was scared that the man literally saw him and was like.
But next time, even if you actually, both of you, I'm telling this to both of you, next time, wherever you go, if you guys say, come this way, you never leave your family behind. Never. That's 100% no. You take your brother by the hand and you drag him, because as he said, he didn't hear you. He didn't hear what you were saying, because literally there were 50 children or more shouting at the top of their lungs, having fun. And of course, if you say something, he might, like say, what is he saying? So next time, I'm saying this to both of you, if you guys are playing around and something and he just grab his hand, of course in a nice way, don't pinch, just grab his hand and then just drag him with you, okay? Never leave your family behind. Number one rule, okay? Okay, guys, so now let's move on to another question that I have. What are your favorite movies to watch on Halloween?
My favorite movie has to be Gaspar.
100%. Gaspar is like one of the classics to watch on Halloween, and we recently saw that they added this movie on Disney Plus, and
it's 14 plus.
Like, it's just too much. This movie was it came out in 1995. Gaspar. So I never. Because I was used to watch it since I was small, and I never even, it never came across to check like the age rating, because for me it is an absolutely amazing movie. However, looking into it, doing the research, it says because it talks about difficult, for example, topics about death, loss, grieving, and there is a little bit of violence and stuff like that. And they say like the B word, which is not great. But at the end of the day, it's Gaspar. Like, who wouldn't love Gaspar? Gaspar is one of the classics, like literally classics.
I also love that Gaspar looks so cute. If you see his face, he looks absolutely cute.
What about you, Alexander? What are your favorite movies to watch on Halloween?
My favorite movie to watch on Halloween is Hocus Pocus, because I like the second one better than the first one, because I like 12 plus things. So the second one is my favorite because there was two girls and they didn't know about the candles. They just learned it from they just went to like a shop and they learned it from there. And then they went this man that presented everything from the shop. He gave them a real candle, but they didn't know it was a real candle. So he gave them a candle, and then they were trying to light the candle up, and then the rocks were breaking, and then the witches were alive.
So I'm trying to find the name of the guy, and his name was Gilbert. That's the guy that used to own it became a museum, isn't it? It used to be the witch's house, and then it became a museum. And but Gilbert was supposed to be their friend. Warning: some people might show up in your life, dress as friends, but they are not really friends. So you have to be careful, okay?
I think is that Gilbert was the one selling those things, and if you see in the story, he said he went and saw like the witches come alive, and I think he might have found it somewhere, and then he takes it with him, but he just may think it's a candle to light because Gilbert Becca's friend was went to this guy and it was Gilbert. They always went to this guy, and it was Becca's birthday. When it was Becca's birthday, she got detention after school. She went to this place where Gilbert was presenting things, and I think Gilbert found the book and everything, so he gave them everything, and I think he wanted to see the witches because it reminds him of memories or something.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, why would you trick somebody into doing something without the knowledge? It's like I love Hocus Pocus, but it also teaches you need to be careful, because me as your mom, I wouldn't trick you to do something that might harm you, because I wouldn't be a good mom, or dad wouldn't do that as well. But the same with friends. You can have friends that are like really, really good friends, but other friends that, as they say, they dress up as friends, but they are not really your friends. They are just looking to trick you and do stuff like that. But Hocus Pocus is one of my favorite movies to watch on Halloween. I even watch it like even before Halloween as well. Like, I don't care what time of the year it is. I will watch it over and over. Halloween, Casper and Wendy. That's also a good one as well. I will also watch all the movies that you guys that these movies are not for you.
I also want to watch Coco. It was the best movie we watched.
Oh, Coco, yeah.
It was like a Mexican movie when he had like an uncle, I think so, an uncle or something.
No, was he his grandfather?
I think
his grandfather. Great grandfather.
No, I think it was his
grandfather.
No, his great grandfather, I think.
Because he died like ages ago, and people still remember him because his songs. But it wasn't really his songs. It was the person's song that was his friend, and he killed him by giving him something to drink, which was poison. And he killed him, and he used his songs and notebook to make him the best.
Uh-huh. However, you say a word, a friend. Do you think a friend will do something to you like that? An actual friend?
No.
Exactly. So it was not a friend. It was just like a liar. I love Coco because Coco represents like the Day of the Day is a representation of my culture. So it's one of the movies that I'm just like I will watch over and over. And when he sings to his grandma or great grandma, he was singing like the song "Remember Me," because they were trying to because. Anyway, we're going to talk about the Day of the Day prison, what it means to us. But he was trying to keep the memory of his grandfather. Was he grandfather? Let me just double check, because it's just...
Wait, go up.
Oh, So Mama Coco, yes. So it was Papa. Yes, it was Teddy. It was his grandfather, Papa Julio. No, it was not Papa Julio.
I think Julio.
No, so it was the grandfather because Mama Coco, yeah, it was a great grandfather. Yeah, it was a great grandfather. So because it was trying, Mama Coco was trying to remember his father. So his father is the one. What's his name?
I think it's Hector.
Hector Rivera.
Yeah, that's the dad
check.
of Mama
Mama Coco. Oh,
Yeah.
let me check. Let's double check.
And he wanted to cross the bridge, and he tried multiple times to cross the bridge so he can see his daughter.
Yeah, because he was the only person that remember him. But then because she was getting really old, she was forgetting him. And then when they realized, when Miguel ended up in, like the dead area and everything, and he was trying to help Hector, but because of this, let's call it trauma, family trauma, where music was not allowed, and Miguel loved music, and he was trying to make Mama Coco remember Hector. So he started singing the song, Remember Me. And the Mama Coco's face changed with a beautiful smile. And he remembered his dad, Hector. Oh, that was beautiful. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's one of the movies.
Also, she died.
Oh yeah, At the end of the movie, it was sad, but at the end of the day, in the movie, when she died, she went, to let's call it to heaven, and then he met her dad. Sorry, he met her dad Hector, and they were together. But apart from that, Miguel also told their family that it's okay to forgive. It's okay to heal, and then every Day of the Dead, Dia de Muertos, and now Hector together with Mama Coco and everybody used to go back to visit the friend and everything. So now, because we are talking about Coco, it's time to move to part 2 of this episode.
Thanks for listening to part 1 of episode 6 of Kid Talk plus Mom Thoughts, a family chat with Alex and Maurice. Part 2 is coming soon, so stay tuned.